final bout of the afternoon. Anthony Cassar, Trent Hillger, top 10 matchup to end this bout, or this match rather. Penn State locked in the victory, 21-13. Coming from behind, trailing most of the afternoon. The hard hitters got the job done though in this second half.
I think it's Wisconsin. You have to be proud of what you did. You come in here and score 13 points on Penn State in Rec Hall. Not something that happens very often. So a good accomplishment there from Chris Bono and squad. But I think the first thing I noticed when I saw Trent Hillger come out here is how thick he is. I don't think I've ever seen someone look so trim, but also big in the upper body at the same time. Almost kind of in body type, a little bit similar to Kyle Snyder. Definitely bigger in the lower body than Cassar is, but Cassar is super quick for the weight. Weighed in today at 227 for a 285 weight class. Definitely a little bit lighter.
Cassar there with the single. And he turns it into the takedown, a 2-0 lead. Came in second at the Southern Scuffle with a loss to Derek White, 11-1. Was in the mix we talked about with Shakur Rashid in the battle for the 197 starting nod for Penn State. Now both wrestlers have found themselves a spot in Penn State's starting 10.
Good job by Kale this offseason to be able to work the lineup around a little bit and be able to get all these wrestlers in. Such a tough decision last year to see who was going to wrestle 197. Now to have all these guys in your lineup, especially after you lose Zane, is just a big, big plus.
Minute left in the first. Cassar the 2-1 lead over Hillger. Penn State certainly challenged today, something we haven't really seen much this season. Coming into the day, the most any team has scored against them is just 8.
And I think injuries and other things certainly play into it. Obviously, Vincenzo not wrestling, and you wrestle him there, possibly maybe even bonus points from him. So one wrestler here or there. Nick Lee wins his match. You see things go one way or the other in a much bigger way. But yeah, Wisconsin definitely challenging Penn State here is good. And Cassar off to a little bit of a slower start here. Being the smaller guy, usually is one to be on the offense first, but a pretty slow start here in this match.
Hillger had the high single for a second. And a 2-1 lead at the end of the first.
Hillger having the advantage on bottom, a little bit bigger, harder for Cassar to hold down.
Going for the lift there, breaking him back down.
This mat return there, but Hillger going to get the escape at the edge of the mat.
Tied at 2 off that Hillger escape, 1:44 left in the second.
With a win here, at least they can make this a very close match to end. Obviously, Penn State securing the victory already, but certainly could make an interesting match that Penn State was certainly charted to win by a little bit more than the margin you see here today.
Cassar using that single, turning it into 2, 4-2 the lead.
I think that's going to be the strategy here for Cassar, is to kind of outlast Hillger a little bit and try to get a few takedowns here and there, not wrestle down on the ground, but try to keep it neutral and use his speed a little bit to his advantage.
Cassar with 2 more, 6-3 the lead here. 35 seconds left in this second period.
And that's where you'll see Cassar at his best, is scooting around there and being able to get the takedown for 2.
Another escape, 6-4 the score late in the second.
Seen from time and time again from Cassar, he's just a gritty wrestler. It's not going to be the biggest of margins, not necessarily going to be getting all those bonus points, but rather just going to be able to secure you 3 points almost every time he gets out there.
Using the single there for the 8-4 lead as the second period comes to a close. Cassar just beating the buzzer.
Nice single leg there to end the period from Cassar. Get a look at it here. Work down that leg. A lot of these wrestlers doing a really good job of that, going in deep on the single leg on the thigh and able to work down to the ankle, get the wrestler out of position and get the 2.
They'll start the third neutral. Cassar came with a early takedown in the first and then kind of slowed things down out in that first period. The second, though, got back to the offensive.
Looking good here and kind of controlling the pace of the match a little bit. Hillger looking a little bit winded here, not really going a whole lot. And I think it's something you've seen for the most part. We talked about early on how aggressive those first few matches were before the halfway point and from the Wisconsin wrestlers. Haven't seen the same pace since.
Hillger shoots in. Now it's Cassar with the high single. And a takedown for Anthony Cassar. 10-4 his lead. Riding time nearing a minute.
See if Cassar can go work on top here and try to get some near fall points rather. But talking about those Wisconsin wrestlers earlier, have not been great on the shots so far. They just have not been able to get in great quality shots throughout most of this match today.
.30 seconds left. Cassar the 5-point lead. Scrambling around, looking for control. Still nothing with 12 left to wrestle in the third.
Not getting the neutral danger zone count here. Doesn't have him quite in the right position to try to get those points, those swipes.
That stalemate call comes with just 1.1 left. So a quick start, and Anthony Cassar will take it 11-5. And Penn State working their way back in this one. A resilient performance, but these Wisconsin Badgers really took it to them, made it a tough test, and have at it 1